First, let's create a project. Then, let's remove the default cube. Let's go up to Add, Mesh, and then Plane. Let's make this plane, like, a lot larger, so we have a good playground for the Softbodies. Right. So, next, I'm going to add a icosphere. We're going to press Tab. We're going to right click. We're going to hit Subdivide. Be very careful when you do this, because if you do it too much, you'll destroy your computer. I'm sure of it. Ask me how I know. Let's set the smoothness to 1. And then let's set the number of cuts to either 2 or 3. I like to use 3 because it makes it a lot smoother. Okay, now let's just press Tab again. Right, so we've got that set up. Now let's click on the plane. We're going to go to Physics here. We're going to just press Collision. That's all we need to do with this plane. Right, so let's select this icosphere. Let's set it to Softbody. Now, at the moment, it will just float in the air, but you have to turn off Go. Now, we're going to turn on Self-Collision. We're going to go to this little arrow on the edges. And all we're going to touch for this tutorial is bending. This basically just determines how like squishy it is. So bending 0, it will just into the ground. But if we set the bending, to something like 4, let's watch. It's just really like, it's like a water balloon almost. So for a good like ball that bounces, I like to set it to like 9. It's pretty stiff, but it's still like, you know. So there you have your first little soft body. Now what if we're gonna add more and make them collide? Well, let's just enable collision. And all I'm going to do is copy and paste them. And then just move one. And that one. Maybe we'll put it there, so they collide. Now, I'm going to set up the scene. Just nicely. Really quickly. It's just fast. So, I'm going to put this light. I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna move it up, and then now I'm gonna texture, or well, add materials. So I'm just gonna set this one to red. Oh yeah, you have to turn off use nodes in this version. Unless you want to use nodes, I guess. But I'm going to turn the metallic up. The roughness up. Kind of looks like a, you know, one of those balls you'd hang on a tree. Okay, let's add a new material here. Let's make it green. Metallic again. Quite rough. Let's just make this any old random colour. Doesn't really matter. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting myself. Sure, that looks nice. Right, now I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to press Control, Alt, and 0. And that's going to position the camera where I am. So, right, let's go to World Properties here. Turn off Use Nodes. Actually, I think it's fine with Use Nodes. And I'm just going to set this to like... Well, I like to have it on like kind of like that. So let's render an image and see what we've got. I say that this light isn't configured properly. So this is probably not a very good way of doing it. But I'm going to set it to sun, and I'm just going to really lower the power. Just the render. Still way too bright. Okay, here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Be a bit stronger. Okay, now let's make the thing happen. But first, yeah, okay, let's render. Alright, I've maybe ran into a problem that it ends too early. Not to worry. You can end it somewhere here. And now that we've got this, I'm gonna do an extra little something. I'm gonna make a keyframe here just by clicking on there, on the plane, because I want to animate this plane. Pressing insert keyframe, location. We're going to drag it along over to here. I'm going to turn on auto keying, and let's just drag this down. And then I'm going to turn auto keying off, and I'm going to go back to the beginning of here, and I'm going to run the simulation over again. Okay, I'm going to stop it right here. And now I'm going to do this little trick. I'm going to set it to about there in the animation. And then I'm going to render an image. And now we're just going to see how low you can see this little platform thing. Ah! Oh, it wants me to re-render it. That's happened before. It's really annoying. Okay, right, we're done with that render thing. Let's render an image. Okay, you can still see it. Good. Right, I'm gonna go into... Well, let's... Yeah. Okay, now we've got this. But I feel like, you know, it's too slow. I'm just gonna cut this off here using this endpoint thing. Where if the animation stops, I think it's down here. There. Okay, right. Now, I'm going to go into here. I'm just going to set the frame rate to 50. I mean, we have enough frames here, we can do that. And already that looks really nice. So, I've gone in and already changed my render settings. So, resolution 1920 by 1080. Resolution X 1920, sorry, Y 1080. And now let's go into the output. I'm just going to output it to my desktop in a new folder called Softbody. Softbody accept. And I'm going to set the file format to FFmpeg video. And the encoding, well, let's just keep it like this. I'm going to set the quality to high quality. You know, it's nice. So, let's go ahead and render. Okay, and our render is finished. I'm going to put it on screen somewhere. Okay, thank you for watching my tutorial. I'm also going to put up the other thing I made. I prepared that last night, and I don't think I'll be doing many more Blender tutorials, but thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Hey Zap, do you know how to model a water slide?
No, I don't actually.
Then go check out my tutorial on how to model a water slide. Link in the description.
I've got the beans and you've got the toast. I've got the plan and you've got the poster.